Honourable Member for Carleton.
When it originally came to light, the Prime Minister had given a $500 million taxpayer-funded grant to a group that had paid his family $500,000. He blamed it all on a bureaucrat over in the employment department, saying his office had nothing to do with it. Well, until last week, when it came to light that Craig Kielburger wrote a message to the Prime Minister's senior advisor. Hello, Ben, thank you for your kindness in helping to shape our latest program with the government.
Well, Ben Jen of the Prime Minister's office has decided not to attend on the advice of the Prime Minister, apparently. So he didn't go to the Ethics Committee, and the Ethics Committee is livid. We'll check out some of the things. The Bloc took the lead on the lividness on this one, of course. But here, Pierre carries on. Check this out.
Will the Prime Minister agree to let his top advisor come to the Ethics Committee and explain what role he played in shaping this program that gave money back to a group that had paid off the Trudeau family?
So the Conservatives call to have this witness called to the Standing Committee on Ethics. This has to go to the House. The question has to be put to the House. Now, that's almost unprecedented. Now, watch this part.
I always work very closely with all committees. Our ministers have appeared at committees, have answered all the questions. We provided the documents that have been requested, thousands and thousands of pages, Mr. Speaker. But my colleague also knows that committees are masters of their own work. They make their own decision, and we will always respect that.
The Honourable Member for Carleton.
So anxious to see committees do their work that the Prime Minister actually shut down committees, and indeed all of Parliament, for almost 2 months to stop them from answering those questions. He then began another 2-month filibuster to block questions, and today, when we came forward asking for Mr. Chen to come and testify in a motion, Liberal members showed up and began filibustering all over again. Mr. Speaker, if this government has nothing to hide, why don't they let us open up the investigation and find the truth?
So the House votes, it goes to the committee, Ethics Committee, and they don't show up.
Witness that was ordered by the House to appear, we were sent a minister who didn't have a passing knowledge of the issue at hand. This motion was passed by a majority of parliamentarians, and it called for key witnesses to appear at this committee, or the Prime Minister. And it called for a witness to appear at another parliamentary committee. So the matter of confidence in the government with respect to their ability to be good stewards of taxpayers' funds, and with respect to the handling of sexual misconduct allegations is of interest to the House, and did cause an order to be issued by the House. But instead, by blocking witnesses from testifying, ordering witnesses to testify against an order of the House of Commons, the government is devaluing and disrespecting Canada's Parliament. So it's unacceptable. And so we have a minister who is asked to appear today, and the minister's involvement in this matter may be of interest to this committee, and in which case I would invite, as I would to any member of the government or any Canadian who has information with respect to the study that this committee is undertaking, to submit a written brief to the committee. And I assure the minister that I would review it with great interest. But that being said, and while I do believe we need to examine the motion that Monsieur Fortin has put forward, I move that the meeting do be adjourned.
Okay, colleagues, that is not a debatable motion. That is a motion. I'll ask the clerk to go through the list, and we will vote now.
On the adjournment motion, Mr. Dong?
No.
Mr. Fergus?
No.
Mr. Long,
No.
Ms. Shanahan,
No.
Mr. Sorbara,
No.
Mr. Barrett,
Yes.
Dr. Carey,
Yay.
Monsieur Gould,
Wait.
Monsieur Fortin,
Oui.
Monsieur Poilievre.
Yes.
Ayes pour 5, nays contre 5.
Colleagues, we will adjourn the meeting and call back as per the House order at the next prescribed date. Meeting adjourned.
Now the deputy comes in there, Rodriguez, and the Liberals are filibustering, and Poilievre gets called into this ethics committee, and it goes haywire. Just chaos ensues. Check this out.
Later. As I understand, we're not debating any of those things. We're now moving to Mr. Rodriguez. It seems strangely Liberals don't want to hear from him after insisting that he be here. So what I would suggest is that we simply go to Mr. Rodriguez, let him have his opening statement, and we begin. And if there are any motions that need to be withdrawn quickly so that they can be reintroduced later on, and so as not to keep our witness waiting any longer, then we do that. But let's get down to business. We obviously have a bunch of Liberals here who have something to hide, or else they wouldn't be trying to shut down the debate.
Point of order, Chair. Mr.
You're
Ferg is at the floor.
Committee.
Colleagues,
Every time you show up, comments.
Colleagues, order.
You can learn some
Colleagues,
Point of order.
Order.
This is too much.
Order.
You were here. You asked a question. and triggered
Madam
all-
Clerk, can you
and
mute
changed
all
the
mics
schedules.
other than mine? Madam
Mute the mics.
Clerk, yes, thank you.
Mute the mics.
Colleagues, order. Order.
Blamed it all on a
Leader of the opposition.
The Prime Minister
Investigate allegations. It is.
Don't forget to like, dislike, subscribe, and comment. Safe Space Cafe. And always, have a good day.